Do you long for more presence than performance in your prayer life? Maybe you've tried a checklist or some kind of scripted routine, but they've left you feeling, well, disconnected, or even worse, like you weren't really with God at all. If that sounds familiar to you, then you might be a soul led woman, someone who connects with God through presence, through reflection, through relationship. So here is the good news. Prayer doesn't have to be fast, and it doesn't have to be formal. It doesn't have to be filled with all those like flowery words, so to speak. For you, what prayer is very often a sacred conversation. So today I'm going to show you how to enter this space more fully. As a soul-led woman, what you crave is a depth, deep connection with God. You want to feel God's presence, not just talk about it. Stillness isn't laziness. I want you to hear that. Stillness isn't laziness. It is sacred. But of course, many churches I've seen, my experience is prayer is almost treated like a performance. We speak eloquently, we move through it quickly. It's kind of like a check the box kind of thing. And that, well, it just doesn't work for you as a soul-led woman. And you know what? That's okay, because God speaks powerfully, connects powerfully in the quiet. So let's walk through a prayer practice that's really tailored for you, the soul-led woman. Okay, this is a journaling practice, and it's about slowing down that hand and brain connection, right? Paying attention and letting life speak to you. So I think there are 5 steps. So if you're writing this down, if you feel like you're a soul-led woman, if you don't know, down in the description is the quiz. You can always take that. Here's your prayer activity that you can try. And it's got 5 steps. Here we go. First, it's a daily thing to gather your day. So this is kind of like that in the evening type of thing. At the end of your day, what I want you to do is just list 10 to 12 significant moments. Maybe they were conversations that you had, tasks that you were doing, prayers that you really just quickly were doing before a meeting or something like that. Any interactions you had, any decisions you had to make. This becomes the raw material for your prayer. Okay. So just jot all those things down that happen. So in step 2, I want you to review these without any kind of judgment on yourself. I want you to look back over the events that you wrote down for the day and not critique yourself, not grade yourself, but just notice them. Okay. What is standing out to you? Where or when did you feel God's presence? Where did you feel that you might have been a little disconnected from Him? Step 3, giving thanks. Thank Him. Thank God for being with you each and every moment, even if the moment felt holy and you were connected, or it felt hard and you were kind of like, felt like you were out on your own. Because gratitude is often where a soul-led woman will feel the most anchored. So start with that. Step 4, start to confess gently, giving yourself grace without shame. Just write down where you missed the mark. Was it in your words? Was it in your thoughts, in the choices that you were making? This is an act of returning, of surrender, not of punishing yourself because I did it again kind of thought, right? And then step 5, seek meaning in every single one of those actions, interactions. Ask yourself some questions. Ask, what is God saying to me through these events of my day? Where am I being invited to grow because of these events, these things of the day? And what habit of the heart is God really forming in me? Write whatever comes to mind. Don't judge it, just write it, because God often gives us those impressions and those whispers in our pen. And in having those in your journal, you have a record of how God is transforming you. I do have a bonus for you. I have a bonus for you as a soul-led woman, and it's that of a weekly reflection. So once a week, maybe on a Saturday or even Sunday, whatever you do your Sabbath, take time to ask yourself, when during my week was I most aware of God's grace? When was I the least aware of his grace and why? Or the least aware of his presence and why? What was happening? And how is God shaping me in this season? This is a rhythm that is not rushed. It is relational. And by writing it down, you do have a record so you can see the change. The biblical example I think of is Hannah. She didn't just say a prayer. She was pouring out her heart, her soul to the Lord in stillness and in sorrow when she was at the temple. And God, well, he heard her. Soul-led prayer isn't about being loud or even long. It's about being honest always. And God delights in meeting you right there. So if prayer has felt to you that it's been noisy or stiff or disconnected, this practice offers you some sacred space to just breathe and reflect and commune with God. Now, I have a few next steps for you. Of course, if you haven't taken the Faith Shape quiz yet to understand and confirm if you're a soul-led woman, I would love for you to discover that. I've put that down into the description so you can click on that. I also have a free training that will help you to build an entire personalized faith plan with the frame tool, which gives you the growth path that is best for you. It's going to help you not only grow in prayer, but also in your Bible study, in worship, and in service, in all ways that feel deeply aligned with you. And you'll get a lot more activities like this for those 4 things. But of course, if you'd love to talk to me, I would love to help you learn how to slow down and to build a prayer life that really fits your soul and in all the other areas of your spiritual practices. So you can see all those links down in the description as well. You know what? You don't need to say more, be more, do more to connect with God. You just need to show up soul first as you. Let prayer become that sacred rhythm that's in your heart that you are craving, that deep down in your soul you're craving. So join me in the next video for a time with the mind-led prayer activity. This is a style that brings structure and spiritual clarity for those deep thinkers. So if that might be you, I'll join you over there. This is DeneenTB. Have a great rest of your day. And as always, be filled to overflowing.